Good morning, students. Saira. Hope you all are doing well. So, let us begin with our today's class. In this class, we are going to continue with our chapter number 8, that is Reach for the Top, part 2nd. In the last class, we have completed part 1 of Reach for the Top, that is about Santosh Yadav. Now, today we are going to read about Maria Sharapova. So, let us begin with that. The first stanza says that there is something disarming about Maria Sharapova, something at odds with her ready smile and glamorous attire. And that something is her lifted or her on Monday 22 August 2005 to the world number 1 position in women's tennis. So from this line we got to know that Maria Sharapova is the one woman who is as make a world record in the or we can say she is at the first position in tennis if we talk about women's. So she's on the first position in tennis and she got that award or she became that or she made that record on the date that is 22 August 2005. All this happened in almost no time. Poised beyond her years, the Siberian born teenager took just 4 years as a professional to reach the pinnacle. That means she just took 4 years, the same way, the same way Santosh Yadav did. In the same manner, Maria Sharapova, a determined woman who reached the pinnacle of the tennis at just in 4 years after her training. During her training, she was trained so well that when she started playing, she reached the top, or you can say she got the position of world number 1 position in women's tennis. Remember the date she became number 1 in women's tennis, that is 22 August 2005. However, the rapid ascent in a fiercely competitive world began 9 years before with a level of sacrifice few children would be prepared to endure. So we got in this stanza we are going to see the past life of Maria Sharapova, how she started beginning her training and what all sacrifices at such a small age she did which nobody is actually ready for. A little child is never ready for such a great sacrifice which Maria Sharapova did. So let us begin. Little Maria Little Maria had not yet celebrated her 10th birthday when she was packed off to train in the United States. That means this line indicates that she was just 9 years old when she went away from her house or hometown for training to the United States. That trip to Florida with her father, Yuri, launched her on the path to success and stardom. Now, the day when she stepped out of her house, the day she stepped out for training, that was the day when she has actually walked on the path of success and stardom. But it also required a heart wrenching 2 year separation from her mother, Yelena. Now, she was very sad because there's going to be a big sacrifice that she is not going to meet her mother, and her mother cannot come to cannot come to just drop her to Florida for her training because the condition was not so good of their family. The later was compelled to stay back in Siberia because of visa restrictions. The 9-year-old girl had already learned an important lesson in life that tennis excellence would only come at a price. Now, later, the later here indicates the mother, Yelena. It stands for Yelena. So Yelena has to stay or has to compromise because there was visa restriction and also she has to stay at home in Siberia. And at this age, Maria has learned that if I have to be at a peak, then I have to give certain price. I have to do certain sacrifices. It will only come when I have to pay a lot price to that. So this was a lesson she has learned very early. I used to be so lonely, Maria Sharapova recalls. I missed my mother terribly. My father was working as much as he could to keep my tennis training going. so he couldn't see me either. So she was not able to see her father, her parents, for a very long time, because her father was working day and night to just pay the fees for her tennis training. And we all know that her mother even didn't come to see of her to the to the United States also. So she was missing them terribly. Because I was so young, I used to go to bed at 8 p.m. The other tennis pupils would come in at 11 p.m. and wake me up and order me to tidy up the room and clean it. And the same way, ragging was going on. She is very young girl and she used to sleep at 8 p.m. But the girls who are very elder, or who were there from very long time, they used to come at the room at 11 p.m. and they used to do ragging of Maria, that they used to wake her up and say just clean the room and make it a proper room. Instead of letting that depress me, I became more quietly determined and mentally tough. So, due to such situation, she doesn't went into depression. She doesn't took it as a punishment or something else like that, a torture on her. But she considered it that through this thing she will become more determined, and it will make her mentally very strong. I learned how to take care of myself. Now, at such a small age, she learned how to take care of her own self, because there were no one around her who could take care of such a little girl. I never thought of quitting because I knew what I wanted. She said that I don't want to quit because I know what I want, and I want to improve the condition of my family also. She want to achieve something in her life, and that's why she never quit. After being such a great torture at such a small age, she never quit that. When you come from nothing and you have nothing, then it makes you very hungry and determined. She says that when we know that I have nothing and I have nothing to lose right now, then that means it will make you more determined that you have to do something for yourself because you are hungry and you want something eagerly. I would have put up with much more humiliation and insult than that to steadfastly pursue my dream. The toughness runs through Maria even today. It was the key to her bagging the women's singles crown at Wimbledon in 2004, and to her meteoric rise to the world number one spot the following year. So the only credit was given to such a torture and such a sacrifice which she has given and which she did at such a small age. All such things have made her mentally very tough, and that's why she was very determined to work hard and hard day and night to achieve something for herself and for her family. While her journey from the frozen plains of Siberia to the summit of women's tennis has touched the hearts of tennis fans, for the youngster herself there appears to be no room for sentiment. So she was not a sentimental lady, not emotional one. She's very tough. The straight looks and the answer she gives when asked about her ambition make it amply clear that she considered the sacrifice were worth it. So she considered that whatever sacrifice I have made, they are worth it because I have achieved this because of that sacrifice. I'm very, very competitive. I work hard at what I do. It's my job. This is her mantra for success. Though Maria Sharapova speaks with a pronounced American accent, she proudly parades her Russian nationality. So, though, because she was given training at a very small age in America, she used to speak in that accent, but she never denies to be a Russian, and she is very proud to be a Russian. Clearly, clearing all doubt, she says, I am Russian. It's true that the US is a big part of my life, but I have Russian citizenship. My blood is totally Russian. I will play the Olympics for Russia if they want me. So that we can see through this statement of her, we can see that she is very inclined towards her nation, that she loves to be a Russian and she is very proud to be a Russian, and she never denies that. Like any number of teenage sensation, Maria Sharapova lists fashion, singing, and dancing as her hobbies. So she loves to wear beautiful dresses, and she's in love with fashion. So she is fond of having different fashion designers as her as she want her as she want them to make her dresses. She loves singing and she loves dancing too. She loves reading the novel of Arthur Conan Doyle. Her fondness for sophisticated evening gowns appear at odds with her love of pancakes with chocolate spread and frizzy orange drinks. So we can see that she loves to wear gowns, the evening gowns, and she loves that pancakes with chocolate and the cold drinks. Maria Sharapova cannot be pigeonholed or categorized. We can say pigeonholed means we cannot cage her into a prison. Her talent is just unbelievable. Her talent, unwavering desire to succeed, and readiness to sacrifice have lifted her to the top of the world. Few would grudge her the riches she is now reaping. This is what she has to say about her monetary gains from tennis. Of course, money is a motivation. Tennis is a business and a sport. But the most important thing is to become number one in the world. And that's the dream that kept me going. So this was a statement she has made about money. Yeah, I'm earning money from tennis, and that's not a bad thing because money is motivation for me. So this was all about your Maria Sharapova, and your chapter unit 8 reach for the top is finished. So this was all for today. Thank you, students. Take care.